Ever felt so sick of being small that you would do anything to be free? Years before the world shut down, doctors told me I had weeks to live. Stage 4 terminal. I trusted them and I did chemo. 2 brutal rounds, 5 days each, 40 hours of poison through my veins. The chemo stole my immune system. It didn't save me, it broke me in ways no one saw. These calm roads in Wyoming hold a contrast to the storm I once lived through. Today, as I drive, I want to tell you that story because it just might help you find your own road too. In a simple prayer, the God inside me spoke. My gut said stop everything, follow a different path. I obeyed, a reckless trust, and everything shifted. Six months after that diagnosis, I was cancer-free. But my body, it was a battlefield. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know I appreciate you for being here. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Please subscribe and hit the like button. It really does something to the algorithm and pushes this out to more people who might not normally see it. Thank you so much, and now let's get back to the video. But my body, it was a battlefield. For years I was sick, more months than I was well. 36 specialists, bubble boy syndrome they whispered, before anyone used the word immunocompromised. Surgeries, wound clinics, pain so sharp I passed out. After my parents left this life and went back to spiritual reform, the doctor said, we'll put her in hospice. I could have agreed, I could have let it end, but instead, I felt the pull, felt something else, a pull to let go of the old pain. I surrendered the path I clung to for years. Weeks later, less than a month, every wound that had eaten me was gone. Not fixed by medicine, but that inner yes. Yet the brutal test returned. Days when the pain made me want to walk away, when friends stopped coming, when cards and calls stopped because most people can't hold that kind of sorrow. I lived on tissues and brave sentences. It's just a bump, but 1 month became 6, and 6 became 7 years. I woke up in a pool of my own blood on a tile floor, sirens in the distance, my home health nurse pounding the door. I had a choice. Ask to be taken or fight. I didn't pray for peace. I screamed. I cursed. The wounds right out of my body. Not at God. I was in the military, so I know I can curse in multiple languages. But I cursed at the violence of the pain, and something inside me shifted. In that moment, I decided I would be more than this story of illness. If this happened to me, it was happening to others, those who feel unworthy, broken, unseen. I chose to turn my story outward, to serve, to lift, to tell the truth. I was not a victim. I am a survivor, and I will continue to be a survivor. Then came another crisis. A pandemic. Doctors begged me to leave the state. Over 100,000 cases. We crammed my SUV, Sedona, my mom's service dog, and now my emotional support animal. I got all his toys, his pillow, his food, and just as I was leaving the driveway, I totally forgot what I needed. So I rushed into my house and packed a couple suitcases. I grabbed the AAA maps, and away we drove. No plan, no highway, only back roads. Because I knew America doesn't live on interstates. She lives in the back roads and the byways. Watched the sky at Page, Arizona, and felt like extras in a John Ford film. Fear was constant, but every mile softened it. Fear gave way to terrifying freedom. And then, Wyoming. W-Y-O-M-I-N-G. Wyoming. I had dreamed of this place. I pulled over on 14 West and I just stood. these trees not small. They had seen sunrises and sunsets others never saw. For generations, these trees were witnesses. I felt something like belonging. A reminder that somewhere the world is big enough for all our scars. Whether I have 1,500 of them or whether someone has 2,000 of them. The world is big enough for all our scars. I remember the old life, homebound, limited, a list of diagnoses. Dozens of diagnoses. Now I stand here in the open air and I feel restored. Not from a pill, but from choosing to rise. This is a miracle I can't fully explain. I'll only know that surrendering was not quitting. It was choosing a new horizon. If you're watching this and you feel small, unworthy, like your story is finished, hear me. There is a wild heart to this country and to your life that waits for you. The open road will not fix everything, but it can teach you that there is more room inside you than you thought. My life became a testimony by accident, surrendering, listening to the divine inside me, choosing to rise and rise tall and fast. I don't have all the steps to give you, just a promise. If I could be found again, you could be found too. So, who's ready to stop being a victim and start being a survivor? Who's ready to pull off the highway and find the byway that belongs to them? If I could do it, you could do it too. Join me. Let's find worth together. Thank you for sharing space with me today. I truly appreciate you. And thank you again for smashing that subscribe button and hitting the bell icon so you're notified of upcoming videos. And remember, it's always free to subscribe, and it helps this message reach more people.